Good day. It's Greg Doucette here. I'm an IFBB pro bodybuilder, professional powerlifter, sumo Guinness world record holding powerlifter, and I have a master's in kinesiology. 41 years old, and I've been doing this my whole life. So I do have a lot of information that I can share. We're doing a video series on everything related to powerlifting, bodybuilding, nutrition, supplements. So stay tuned. Follow me on Instagram, follow me on YouTube, and hopefully I can help explain things a little bit more easily. Kind of like we'll call it for dummies type approach, so that it's not too difficult science-wise, so that you can understand it and make it really easy. Today's topic is on training frequency. Huge debate lately about how often should I train each body part? How often should I do legs, chest, and so on? Well, the worst that I've seen is the once a week routine that is most common. I have a lot of people that hire me for coaching, and typically I'll see they train one body part a week. So it's leg day, chest day, arms, shoulders, whatever. Horrible idea. Like horrible. As soon as I see that, I know I'm going to make improvements with my clients. So I actually like it because it makes my job easier, because once I set them straight on how to train, you can expect huge gains. The reason is it does not take the body 7 days to recover. You're wasting your time if you take that long. So think of it this way. If you train once a week, you're getting in about 50 chances to grow a year. For me, my current split is 4 days. Whole body every 4 days, which is 90 times a year. So I'm almost able to grow and repair twice as often as someone else. So I can kind of expect to make twice the gains of somebody else training with the once a week approach. So the research that I've done, it's quite clear. It's not like maybe, it's like for sure once a week is not enough. But how often is too much? Should we do it every day? Some studies will say it only takes 36 to 48 hours to recover. So therefore you think, oh, well, I should train my whole body every 48 hours. Not so. It's very easy to read one article and think you know how to coach it, know how to apply it. You have to understand everything about everything so that you can actually apply it. So for a beginner, if it's your first day in the gym, you could do it every 48 hours. You could train your whole body about 3 times a week, no problem. The more advanced you are, the higher percentage of muscle fibers that are used during a set. So when I bench press 500 pounds, it's not because I'm a big, huge guy. It's because I know how to use every one of my fibers efficiently. Somebody else of my same size who doesn't train bench press, they might only bench press 300 pounds. Not because their muscles aren't big, but because they don't know how to recruit them. The more muscle fibers you recruit, the more soreness you're going to get. The more training you do and the more experienced you are in the gym, the harder you work out. So when I go to the gym and do an all-out set, I'm literally going all out. Please get in. So when you go to the gym and you're more of a beginner and you think you're training hard, you probably aren't. So you can kind of like do more volume and less intensity and you're fine. Now, kind of losing track of my cat here. Okay, if you're a beginner and just starting out, you should try to train on a 3 or 4 day split, we'll say. So you're less advanced, maybe you're getting into bikini competition or physique, 3 to 4 day split. If you're more a hardcore advanced powerlifter, bodybuilder type person, kind of like me, 4 to 5 day split is best, okay? So depending on do you have rest days or not also has an impact on if you're going to go to the gym every day or not. So if you go to the gym every single day, you can go more for the 5 day split. But if you take a day or two off a week, you want to go for more of a 4 day split. Okay, so hopefully that summarizes it for you there. Another factor, if you're doing squats and deadlifts, those exercises work similar body parts. So for example, I'll do back with my deadlifts on back day. So that's obviously still training my legs. So my legs are getting some stimulus as well. So you have to take that into account. You can't just go all out all the time doing squats and deadlifts every 4 days, or you'll burn out unless you're a beginner because you're not really training that hard. But if you're advanced, it's too much. So a good idea would be, for example, to split so that you're doing deadlifts every second back workout, but you're still training back every 4 days, but you're only doing the deadlifts with back every 4 days, every 8 days. For legs, maybe you squat every 8 days, but you train legs every 4 days. So you're still able to get that stimulus for hypertrophy without overtraining and just burning yourself out, okay? Yeah, I don't want to go too long. Volume and intensity. The biggest problem people make is they train with too much volume and they don't rest enough between sets. So I'll see a person's program, I say, please send me your training plan. They'll do 30 sets of legs in an hour. I'm like, okay, so you rest what, a minute between sets, and you do 30 sets? How do you recover? You're just pushing and going through the motions. You may as well be doing just circuit training or cardio or training for, like, maybe if you're doing a bikini contest and you don't want to pack on any muscle, that's fine. You just want to burn some calories and be in shape, cool. If you're wanting to grow big muscles, you need to rest and go all out between sets. You can't go all out for 30 sets. I don't care who you think you are. I don't think how hardcore you are or beast mode. No one's squatting 30 sets. No one's doing 30 sets of leg press. No one can do it. My hardest workouts have about 12 sets in a body part. 12. And that's my hardest. I've been doing this for 20-something years. Okay? So typical chest workout, for example, 8 hard sets. Typical leg workout, 8 hard sets. I can't do 15 sets of quads. It can't happen. I'm training every 4 days. I need to recover. The more volume you go, the more tired you get, the less you respond. So when do you know exactly if you're training too much? Okay, here's how you know. Once you lose 10% of your strength on an exercise, it's time to move on. 10%. So make it simple. If you're curling 100 pounds for 10 reps and you do a set of that, and then in the next set you do 95 pounds for 10 reps, and then the next set you do 90 pounds for 10 reps, you've lost 10%. 10% of 100 is 10 pounds, okay? Once you can't do that 90 pounds for 10 reps anymore, you're done. The arms are done. You have to switch to a different exercise, give it another try. Maybe you can do another exercise. So let's say it's barbell curls. Once you can't do that, 90% is gone, switch to dumbbell curls. Once the 90% is gone, then you're done for the day. No way should you do more than 12 sets for a body part. So that gives you a general, small little recommendation. So just like to summarize the whole video in summary and conclusion here. If you're new to the gym, do a 3 or 4 day split. If you're advanced, do a 4 or 5 day split. Try to train as many days a week as you can. Go to the gym. Don't do too much volume. Think of 12 sets or less for a body part. Somewhere around 8 to 12 if you're like super advanced. And if you're a beginner and you're not pushing hard, 8 to 12 is still cool, but you're not really going that hard. Rest a long time between sets. I don't want to get into the rest between sets thing too much. I'll do another video on that. But make sure that you're recovered enough to push yourself really hard. If you're still tired and breathing, you're not ready. Take a break. The break is when you get your ATP stores back and then you can push hard.